So you started with data, understanding the consumer, the most popular cocktails globally. But then how did you take that from an inspiration to a formulation? Was that something that you guys were doing around your kitchen table in Brooklyn? Did you work with flavor engineers or formulators? What did that look like?
And
Okay.
how did you decide, which I love it, I didn't think I would love it, but a sparkling old fashioned. So just
Yes.
loop that in there because I was pleasantly surprised by that one.
We had previously worked on many projects with Ivy Mix, who's our chief flavor officer. And at the start of this, we were immediately said, "Hey, Ivy, are you interested in being involved with this with us?" And she was like, "Yes, 100%." So Ivy owns a bar called Lander, which is one of the most awarded bars. These have been in the top 50 bars many times before. And so we bought $1,000 of ingredients on like day one and went to her bar. And Ivy just went to town. She was like this like mad scientist, lighting stuff on fire, capturing smoke, giving us all these flavors. And we basically made these three like gold standard versions of those flavors from that were bar worthy. And then that kicked off a year of commercialization work. We did 70 rounds of flavor work to take it from the bar crafted versions to a version that was worthy of launching, that we knew that we could make a million cans of and keep that flavor consistent. On the old fashioned piece, traditionally an old fashioned is really punchy and 3 ounces, and ours is 12 ounces. But the carbonation actually creates this really important mouth texture that doesn't exist. So when you don't have any alcohol in there, there's a lot of elements you need to replace in terms of the experience of a cocktail. So we add bitterness, we try and add this complexity. And with the carbonation, it adds enough sophistication and complexity that you can get away without having a lot of the heat and burn that exists from the alcohol version of it. So not only do we have to lengthen out an old fashioned to put 12 ounces worth and design it in a way where we want someone to have a second and a third, we also made it carbonated as well. It's our own version of an old fashioned. We actually launched it calling it something completely different with our CBD version, but people didn't know what it was or what it meant. And we're like, okay, it's an old fashioned, but it's 12 ounces, it's carbonated, but it's our version of an old fashioned.